Today I will give you a little overview and review of the Gem Series dripper from World's Brewers champion Stefanos Domatiotis, discussing its selling points, the results of my testing, and whether it's worth its extra price. First of all, design. This brewer is made of some very nice porcelain that feels great to the touch and also has some good heat retention. Inside the brewer we have some different kinds of ribs which basically regulate the flow to be very fast. The dripper is shaped like a diamond. I'm not sure if this aids in brewing a better cup or if it's just for looks. If it is just for design, I'm not overly convinced. The lid is probably the most unique thing about this brewer. This both aids in keeping a high temperature and also controls your pouring with the hole in its center. This really forces you to pour more consistently, both in terms of height and also nudging you to pour in the center. This also aids in the intention of this brewer, which is faster drawdowns and with that quicker extractions. You might say that the same could be achieved without a lid, but I think more consistency by design and therefore much less chance of user error is great and definitely something a brewer should strive for. And consistency, I would say, is also one of this brewer's main selling points, as the flow rate is also very consistent. But do all these things actually produce a better cup? Let's do some brewing to find out. I did try the recommended recipe and it definitely produced a nice cup, but I actually had better results with slightly modifying my V60 recipe for the brewer. The brewer works really well with slightly finer than normal grind and quicker extractions. So therefore we will be using 13 grams of medium finely ground coffee to 200 grams of 95 degrees water. In the instruction, it says that you have to fold the paper filter in a specific way to fit the structure of the brewer. I have tried the same recipe with and without folding, and I have not been able to taste a difference, so we won't be folding. Something that on the other hand is very important is preheating properly with lots of water, 250 grams ideally. This also helps the paper filter to fit the brewer if you're not folding. Now dump in your coffee, put on the lid and pour 60 grams of water in a circle pour. All the other pours will be center pours, but I like to start with a circle pour to ensure all of the coffee is saturated as quickly as possible. Then at 30 seconds pour up to 100 grams, at 1 minute pour up to 150 grams, and at 1 minute and 30 seconds pour up to 200 grams. Here give it a little swirl as to not have any coffee stuck to the sides when it is draining down. At 2 minutes and 10 seconds the coffee should have dripped through. Faster extractions like this generally gives us a bright cup with lots of crispy clarity and acidity. That is definitely evident in the cup, but also nicely balanced out with some nice juicy sweetness, I think owing to the huge preheat and the lid keeping the temperature. I also tried both this and Stefanos' own Gem Brewer recipe on a plastic V60. There, these recipes definitely did not work. They were just very astringent and uneven. So although I did question the claims of this brewer at first as sounding a bit questionable, I can now confirm that most of them are founded with good reason. The only two I couldn't confirm was the enhanced aroma experience and how its weird shape should help in any way. I actually brewed a V60 and Gem dripper side by side, stuck my nose in during the brewing process, and could sadly not smell a difference in aroma intensity between the two. All in all, I have had a great experience with this brewer, but it is €50. Money that could have gone towards better water or coffee, and with cheaper brewers like the plastic V60, you can get wonderful cups. Still, I haven't been able to perfectly replicate the coffee coming from the Gem dripper on a normal V60. And I've never on the V60 had so consistently great cups. So if you're looking for that little increment of better coffee, which I guess we all are, and if you like the design of it, this might be a brewer for you. That was all for today. Thank you for watching.